Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Destiny Payne made the announcement to Melody Holt that LeBerick and her have divorced. Now, in an interview with Shadow and X, she said they divorced because, and I quote, that their foundation was not intact. But keep in mind, that they were married for 2 years, but have been together like 7 years. And I don't know if this is Destiny's way of trying not to air out dirt on her ex-husband. But if you didn't see a foundation set in the 7 years together, honey, being married was not going to magically lay a foundation either. Now, she also mentioned that after she had Law, which is their son, together, she felt alone in parenting at times. And my heart goes out to Destiny because she mentions that she had a few miscarriages before actually having their son Law. And so she had to be on bed rest and ultimately end up having Law early last year on Juneteenth. Now, after she signed her divorce papers, which she brought baby Law with her, honey, she said that the sun shined brighter. And in the interview with Shadow and X, she referred to her marriage as being hell, but saying that it was a weight lifted off of her once she went through with the divorce. And just for me, if you're having problems before you enter into a marriage is not going to fix the issues. And so Destiny saying that her marriage felt like hell, it probably felt like hell before she went into marriage, and it just ended up getting worse. I do believe that after being with someone as long as they have been together, that you know the type of person that you're dealing with. Now, Destiny does also mention that she worked with counselors, pastors, and she worked with a life coach while making the decision to divorce, but doesn't mention putting in all that work, honey, before her divorce. And I think that seeing a counselor or just having a life coach independently from your spouse is a good idea. You don't necessarily have to always bring your spouse to the counseling session. Eventually, I would say that you guys would need to go to counseling together if one is really seriously thinking about it. But in the beginning, sometimes, when you say, well, I need you to fix him, it's really you need to fix yourself. Now, I do want to talk about the beef between Tiffany and Destiny and get into some of these comments left on social media. It does seem like the fans are siding with Destiny and calling Melody still a mean girl and that she is not a good friend. One person said that Destiny isn't wrong at all for expressing herself. That's what real women do, and real friends should be able to express to one another. Mel is being very childish disregarding Destiny's feelings, because one thing we all have witnessed is Destiny having Mel's back with narcissistic Martell and tell him in his face how he was wrong and how he treated Mel. But real situations reveal your real friends. But another fan actually thought the opposite, and she says that Destiny, you're really mad at that ex-husband. You are not being as grateful as Melody. Don't lash out and make drama where there is none. You don't want to be like high school. That's exactly what this is. And then the comments go on and on, you guys. But mostly everybody is in Destiny's corner. Now, one person does say that Melody was disrespectful for making those faces and says that this would have been a trigger for them wanting to slap the smirk off of Melody's child. So let me know how you all feel about Melody in that moment. Was she a bad friend or a good friend? I honestly feel like, honey, if that was my friend sitting in front of me and she had made all of those faces and she wasn't taking me serious, I don't care how aggressive I am. To me, if I don't normally come aggressive at you or I don't come sideways at you like that, but I'm coming at you this way, then it must be something serious. So I do feel like Melody in that moment should have took her friend Destiny way more serious than what she had taken her. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Lastly, I do want to talk about Leah Diaz. Now, Leah is on Married to Medicine LA. Y'all, it was very short-lived. I believe they had like 2 seasons, and Leah was actually on the 2nd season of Married to Medicine LA, and they didn't last a very long time, honey, because of the ratings. A lot of it was for good TV, but it wasn't like drama, and we all know that that's what sells. And so they were very short-lived. I don't even know if they're going to even come back on air. Leah is also the one that says that she's the Nene Leakes lookalike. And to me, they do have very similar qualities. So she only appeared on season 2 of Married to Medicine LA, and that's just to give you guys a little bit of background. But she was married to a doctor, and in order to be on the show, you have to be involved in some type of medicine. So her husband was the medicine side of the show. Now Leah does own a few beauty stores that sell similar items to what Destiny Payton on Love and Marriage Huntsville sells. Okay, Leah is also the CEO of Hype Hair Magazine. And I decided to kind of tie this story in with Destiny because Leah and Destiny are going to be working together in the future. They have some type of event coming up which will put them together in the same room, and I think they've worked together in the past. I had plenty of Hype Hair magazines when I was in high school, but the magazine company started back in 1992, and last week the Jasmine brand reported that Married to Medicine LA star Leah Diaz says husband pushed and kicked her. Now I do want to get into the story a little bit more. So this report came after Leah Diaz left her $1 million mansion 2 months before her August birthday. August was just last month. And Leah's husband, Dr. Colin Diaz, did file for divorce on Leah's birthday. And in a sit-down interview with Tasha K, Leah says that the only reason why Dr. Colin filed for divorce was because she rejected him from attending her birthday party. And Leah says that she didn't want to invite him to the birthday party because she was at peace, honey, with everything that was going on, and she wanted to keep that peace. And she had already been out the house 2 months before, and so, you know, it sounds like they were co-parenting during that time nicely. She says that he wanted her back, but he just wasn't 100% sure if he wanted to go in that direction. And so after the birthday party, her husband, Dr. Colin, ended up taking their kids, which led to Leah filing a restraining order against her husband because that was the only way that she would be able to get her kids back. And in order for the police to take the restraining order seriously, she had to tell the police that her husband, Dr. Colin Diaz, pushed and kicked her and was physically abusive in their marriage at the time. And so again, I decided to do this story because, for one, Leah spoke so highly of her husband on the show and in interviews during that time when season 2 was on. And then 2, she has always said that he was a good, supportive husband. But now the story has changed, honey. And in the sit-down interview with Tasha K, she said that her husband adored her while she was, you know, busy at home, being a stay-at-home mom. She had their 2 kids back to back. I believe they have like 3 kids in all, but 1 kid was from a previous relationship. But as her kids have gotten older, she has begun to branch out, and she has her beauty stores. She has more than one, her juice bar, real estate, and now she's the CEO of Hype Hair Magazine. And she said that she could see that her husband was beginning to resent her because at times she was bringing in maybe more money than him or matching up to his income, and says that if it wasn't resentment, then her woman instinct kicked in and told her that there was something there that was beginning to change in the relationship because of where she was headed at in her career. So this is such a sad situation. It's such a sad story. So hopefully they can move forward and get to a place of co-parenting. But you guys let me know in the comment section what you think about this story. Also let me know what you think about Destiny, Melody, and Tiffany's relationship. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.